G'day, Big V listeners. You are on here on the podcast preseason 2023. We are talking all things Division 2 men. You are with Ted West. And to my left is Mark Jeffers. We are bloody excited.
Yeah, Ted, we're always very exciting on the eve of new season, and this rejuvenated Division 2 men's competition.
Oh, yeah.
Certainly exciting for what's coming.
Yeah, absolutely. We were at 12. We've moved to 10 teams now, but none of them are central.
Yeah, we sort of look at Maccabi being sort of based in Hawthorn there, but then there's a fair bit of travel in this division.
There is a lot of travel.
We can go down to Surf Coast, up to Mildura, up to Wallen and Whittlesea. There's thankfully it makes for that's what the statewide competition's all about.
Yeah, look, I love it. We're spreading right across Victoria. You're going to see all sorts of different weather. But you know what? You're going to go down to Surf Coast. If I was them, I'd probably jump in the water. I'd get some recovery going. If I'm in Mildura, I'll be out getting tan.
I'm not sure you tan, Ted. What's exciting as well, though, is we have some pretty good rivalries throughout this division.
Yep.
The first one which sort of comes to mind is that Wallen Whittlesea. They're not too far away from each other.
No, not too far.
And I know they've organised to meet each other at Mill Park Basketball Stadium on a Thursday night this year, which is going to be exciting. I can't wait for that blockbuster.
Very exciting. Very exciting. I know a lot of us will probably have trainings on, but I'm excited. That'll be one of our first Thursdays, one of our first weekday games.
Yeah, which we're trying to push more across the league just to create those exhibition games. And well done to Whittlesea and Wallen for making that happen, working together and making that happen.
Proud of you guys.
All right. Now tell me, Ted, what are you thinking now that Gippsland and Pakenham have moved up to Division 1? Do we expect just the natural slide up of Sherbrooke and Altona up to those top two spots?
Yeah, look, I think we really do. They were both there throughout the whole year. They weren't really that far off. Like, obviously, with Gippsland and Pakenham, they had that insane rivalry. Again, they're not too far away from each other. They are a bit. So there is that rivalry there, and we love to see that. But, Sherbrooke and Altona, like I said, they were right there. I reckon they will slot into that first and second position.
Yeah, and with Sherbrooke re-signing potential MVP candidate Jono Fraser,
yep.
It's going to be interesting whether he can sort of take his game to the next level this year.
Absolutely, I'm very excited. There'll be a lot of guys that are going to be possible MVPs with Pakenham taking that man up. Another one I'm sort of thinking about is from Carby of Benji.
Benji Tamir, he can score at will.
He really can.
My question is, do they have enough support around him for him to continue to be able to just get out there and do what he does, get buckets? It'll be interesting what sort of support they have around him. They've had the veteran class at point for a long period of time, but maybe they've got some of those youth players stepping up into that senior team to support Benji and class.
Yeah, look, it's going to be interesting. I mean, the man averaged just over 20 points per game, but from the statistics from last year, you got 4 other guys that averaged over 10 points as well. So
getting them all on the floor at the same time might be the challenge.
It might be. Could be a tough rotation.
What do you make of Wallen's off-season signings?
Look, signing Tom O'Connor has a lot of experience playing in VYC men and NBL 1 with Eltham. He's played behind some very, very talented bigs in the leagues. He's learned from Chris Cameron, who's been dominant throughout his whole career in Seabull and NBL 1 and all sorts. So I think he's a great inclusion.
Yeah, I think he'll go to one of probably the more dominant bigs in the league. Yeah. I know he loves his jump shot, but he might actually get there in the inside and try and work some magic in there.
Yeah, look, and he played Seymour for CBL, which is a great inclusion and a sort of partnership there with Wallen. So,
yeah, a lot of similarities in those rosters, which I mean, could be a really good thing for their team cohesion. And I think the addition of Keenan Gorski, who was one of the best 6 men in Championship men, them signing him this off-season to stretch that floor is going to be something really exciting to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. And with Karaya Bay now out of the competition, we've got a few of those guys that have moved elsewhere. Where have they gone?
They've headed down the road to Surf Coast, I believe, Ted.
Very nice.
So they're going to be there's another reason that the Surf Coast are just going to be even stronger this year.
Absolutely.
They've got some experienced players coming down. So, will they be able to push towards that top five finals.
Good question. And they've got a youth league side now, so we will hopefully see some integration there. But like you said, we'll see if they can lift them off the bottom of that ladder.
It's very exciting, Ted. Looking forward to it.
Absolutely. That was Div2M, ladies and gentlemen, on the Big V preseason podcast. We'll catch you soon.
Thanks.